What's up, Wolfbag fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. We got some more Dad's Army shenanigans. We're going to be hearing a little bit of talk with some of the cast. I won't lie, I'll probably be a little sad watching it because, yes, we know they're all gone. But, you know, I definitely want to hear what they got to say. I want to thank Gamer Dad for the suggestion. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Without further ado, we're going to be switching screens in a second. But if you happen to be new on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, snacks is not included. Damn it, you gotta bring your own. Go get your snacks, fancy a couple, make a sandwich, whatever you need to come kick it with me. Let's get it. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go. Let's get it.
I thought as much.
There's always a lovely feeling when we've got an orchestra because they're always so they're always so well organised.
November 21 from Warmington-on-Sea just pulled them outside out here.
I think they want the other side.
I think you better go and sort it out.
They should have turned. Oh, I'll go, shall I?
Yes, you
sit there, Andy. I'll go out in the cold. I'll sort this one out.
Well, there we are. Let's.
Hi! Hi! You can't park that bus here in wartime. Look, if there's an air raid, how would the emergency services get through? Get it out the way. You got any passengers? And put those lights out! You got any passengers on here? Come. What do you think you're doing? Oh, my God, it's Mannery's mob.
Hey.
Oh, this is like a terrible dream. And you, Vicar.
Oh, Bill.
I thought you knew better than this. Oh, and you and all. What do you think you're doing here? What do you think you're doing here?
Now, look here, madam.
What do you mean, madam?
This is 1989.
1989?
Yes.
I mean, my watch must have stopped.
I think his brain stopped.
Come
on, leave him alone. Come on. Ignore him.
Oh, it's nice to see you then.
I hear you've written a book. I didn't even know you could write.
I'm sure I don't need to explain who this lot are, but it's we're celebrating 21 years since Dad's Army first fought the good fight on our screens, and we'll be meeting them all a little bit later. You don't look a day older than what? 60, 70. No.
You remember this ATS girl, don't you?
We'll be chatting a little bit later. Andy.
Yes. Where are we going now?
There always was chaos and there always will be. Meanwhile, Lionel and his boys have come from the States, not from...
Celebrate the coming of age of this hit show. We've gathered members of the remaining cast together. We'll meet them in a moment, but first, here's a magical memory from the Dad's Army team. Will you lot stop it? With us now are Private Pike Warden Hodges, Corporal Jones and the Vicar, otherwise known as Ian Lavender, Bill Pertwee, Clive Dunn and Frank Williams. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank
How nice to see you enjoying your... Oh, how nice to see you enjoying your own performances. Most people cringe, but I suppose that's a testament to just how funny it was.
Well, it was.
How do you feel when you see it today? I mean, do you watch it on the screens now?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I watch it, sir.
Do you?
Oh, yes. I definitely watch it because I think, well, I'm going to get a couple of bob on the show. They give you money and things, you see.
Yeah. But he watches it from Portugal, don't you?
Here's your pardon?
You watch it in Portugal.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, because you live in Portugal now,
I
don't you?
do, yes. I'm very glad you mentioned that. My daughters have got a restaurant there. That's the only reason I'm there. I never tried to publicise the restaurant. It's in Quartiera. It's called the Cafe. And if you go there, you get half a bottle of wine free.
Yeah.
It's included in the menu, but you'll get it free. You'll always be welcome there.
You obviously still work together as a great team. I mean, you've obviously got an enormous amount of respect and love for each other because you work so well together on the screens. And this morning, it's been like having a bunch of 2-year-olds in the studio. I'll say that bit. I'll tell that story.
We love each other, but we haven't got any respect for each other.
Well, not for one of them.
Well, how can you? I mean,
Get off.
I mean, people are a bit sort of funny, which we are, a bit strange.
Yeah.
I mean, we just have a respect that we all made a super programme.
We're very lucky, really.
Yes.
Have you seen each other much over the years?
Not
I've just seen Clive rather a lot in a little restaurant in Portugal.
Have you? Sorry,
I'm very glad you mentioned that.
Oh, is it
Room
really?
the Gala, isn't it, Clive? Listen, it's splendid, go there. Not now, but go there.
Yeah. Sadly, I mean, watching that clip, great fun, but sadly, John Le Mesurier and Arthur Lowe are no longer with us.
Yeah.
But you must all have some wonderful memories of the show. What did you particularly enjoy about it, Will?
Well, I mean, I think on the very
Bill's
first
written a book about it.
Good Lord, have you, Bill? Really?
Yes.
Yes?
You're not plugging your book, are you?
And have you got some of these wonderful stories in it?
Yes.
That you're about to tell me?
Well, I mean, they were. I think Arthur and John certainly provided us with a lot of sort of wonderful, humorous moments. I mean, Arthur, I've got to tell you one at the Royal Command performance we did in 1975. We're waiting for the finale, and we've all come back. We've been lodged outside around the theatre, the Palladium, and we come back, and I'm standing next to Arthur, and also on the bill were the KwaZulu dancers. Great, marvellous black group of dancers. And I'm standing with Arthur here. We're looking out through the wings and at the Royal Box, and whatever was going on at that time, the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh were, you know, applauding or whatever.
They went blacked up as well.
They went blacked, no. And suddenly we were aware of something going on here, beside Arthur. And Arthur always had to say something. He could never not make a comment. And I looked round, as Arthur did, and there was this lovely black lady, bare-breasted, feeding her little boy, right? Now, you can't just... Arthur couldn't leave it at that, and he looked at it, he looked back at me, and I knew he was going to say something. He said, likes a drink, does he? I mean, for no reason at all.
Ian, was it difficult... Wake up there, lad. Was it difficult for you coming in amongst this lot who were all highly respected and the series had been going on, so presumably you've watched it, but you were a newcomer, a young lad?
Well, yes, it was my second television, but the first light entertainment show, and I knew we were going away filming. This is how much I didn't know about television in those days. We were going away filming, so I went and presented myself at the television centre, and everybody else had got a suitcase, so I had to go home and pack. I didn't know we were even going away.
So he wasn't stupid off as he was on, then, was he?
Nearly. Very nearly.
Clive, you had to be talked into quite a few stunts, didn't you?
Yes. Fortunately, I was very, very brave. So,
Damn right.
Going around windmills and things like that, you know, I enjoyed all that, really. But the funny thing was that David Croft used to hire, engage, is the right word, a stuntman, see, and then he'd do it, see, when we did the filming right there. And then David used to say, do you mind doing that now? So I used to do it as well. So we both got a salary at the end of the week, the stuntman and me. We both did the same thing.
Well, didn't he have to sort of talk Clive into some of these stunts?
Well, I think he did a wee bit, yes, because, you see, the thing about Clive is that he'd been in the business a long time, through all sorts of various aspects of it, and you... Stop laughing. And... Clive wanted to actually think about a stunt. I mean, he just didn't want to do it like that. So Clive used to say, oh, yes, what? And I know, yes, I think I will, yeah. It's all right. Ha, 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 ha. And he used to go...
To the T. I mean, it's you.
I've never done that in my life.
He used to go away and think about it and then come back and say, yes, I've worked it out. Yes, that'll be... Yes, I'd like to do it. That was really it. But
it took a long time to say that.
I mean, I did some ridiculous things.
You don't need any sleeping tablets with your tongue.
I did some ridiculous things, I think, without thinking, because that's me.
Well, I was going to say, yes, that was Bill. He always did, you know, ask him to do anything, he'd do it straight away. I can remember once when we were having to drive a motorbike. He was driving a motorbike down the road towards the camera, you see. I'm on the pillion, Teddy Sinclair playing the Verger is in the sidecar. The motorbike's going along towards the camera, and you can see they're all thinking, it's a good shot, yes, it's going to look very good. And then suddenly you saw the expression on their faces change into sheer panic, and the camera went one way, the director went, because he didn't know how to stop it. And we ended up in a ditch.
You mentioned David Croft just now, and this is my chance to say, well, sort of almost this is your life, because we do have, I believe, Jimmy Perry and David Croft down at our North Acton rehearsal studios. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, look, they look a lot more organised than you lot do. Good morning to you both. David, it must have been absolute hell. I've had a taste of it this morning, trying to control this lot.
Well, it wasn't too hard, because they had great respect for each other. They're all pros, and they knew that any one of them could kill the others absolutely stone dead. So they're very careful what they did when the cameras were turned.
Jimmy, it was your original idea. How did you come up with it?
Oh, I don't know, Judy. It just, I was walking down the street one day in 1967, and I thought, oh, that's a good idea. Why not write a comedy series about the Home Guard? So I did a bit of research, and nobody knew anything about it. They'd all forgotten it. They'd forgotten all about the Home Guard. They'd forgotten all about the war. Anyhow, I was fortunately on one of David's shows, and I chatted over with him, and he was very enthusiastic. Unlike a lot of directors, they always put you down and say, oh, I don't think so. He was marvellous. And he said, oh, this is fantastic. And we got together, and we sold it to the BBC in 4 days, and it's one of those marvellous stories, and it all came together. And as you were saying, what would they like to work with? They could be a bit difficult sometimes. I mean, it's 21 years old. Let's talk the truth.
I mean, but weren't you both in a Dad's Army? Weren't you both in the Army or Dad's Army?
I was in the Home Guard when I was 15.
Right.
And I was an air raid warden.
Yeah,
I wasn't a bit like Bill, though. I was only 17.
That's not what Bill said. You see, I've actually heard a little rumour that Bill's character was sort of based on you.
Oh, no. I was much nicer than he was. I'm not bombastic and awkward and that sort of thing. Oh, by the way, Bill, I mean, if you can pop in the next few days to rehearse the show you're rehearsing with me, we're very pleased to see you.
Yes, what are you working on at the moment?
It's called You Rang My Lord. It's a sort of comedy upstairs, downstairs. We did a pilot last year, and the series is going out in January.
And I've got news for you, Bill. This morning, David Cross's been rehearsing your part, and he's better than you are, so don't bother to come back.
Oh, that's charming, isn't it?
Good morning, all.
What is the secret of this tremendous partnership of yours? I mean, you've done so many successful things. Dad's Army, Ain't Half Hot, Heidi High.
We don't talk to each other.
We don't talk to each other much, except when we're working. That's the excellent. No, it works fine, because I go over the top. I have these ridiculous ideas, and David sort of straightens them out, and we work together, and it all seems to come out quite nicely. And David's very good at picking excellent actors. Well, we pick the actors.
So's Jimmy. Yeah.
Well, we pick them, and they stick by us. Most of them are on our pension list. Yeah. That veteran actor, Bill Pertwee.
Actually, Clive, you told me something rather interesting this morning. Weren't you almost related to David?
David Croft, yes. Not many people... I'll take my hat off to tell this story. David Croft's father and my mother, about 167 years ago...
Steady on, Clive.
We're on... What?
Steady on, Clive.
What was the name of the show?
Stop Flirting? I don't know.
Anyway, they were on tour, you see, musical comedy, and they had a bit of an affair. I think they were sharing digs or something. So it was a very narrow squeak. I nearly had to call him Auntie.
Wow. I can't see whether everybody's blushing down there. Can either of you, obviously you've got a wealth of memories when you look back at the series, but is there anything that really springs to mind?
I think probably Arthur Lowe in his pyjamas in the hotel being absolutely furious because they put more than one tea bag in his teapot. You've done it again.
And Arthur used to come, when we were rehearsing, Arthur used to come up to me and say, tell David to tell so-and-so not to do that. And then the person he was talking about said, tell David to tell Arthur not to do that. Now, I was the intermediary all the time.
So you
Clive used to do it as well.
You had as much fun off-screen as you did on-screen. You used to film in Thetford, didn't you?
That's right, yes. There's a great big battle area up there, and we used to... we could have explosions, and nobody would stop us. It was marvellous.
The social life was very good, particularly with Arthur, who was a great gourmet. Wouldn't you say, David?
Yes, and he loved his wine, too.
Yes.
And we'd have great parties at David's place, because David has a house very near where we were filming. We used to have some marvellous Sunday parties there. Wonderful. With all David's children and families, and we'd get great roast joints, fantastic.
So John Le Mesurier loved a drop of wine too, didn't he? Bell's whiskey, wasn't it? I was walking through Trafalgar Square with him one night, and we'd had a few, and he went up to a constable and he said, excuse me, Constable, could you tell me where I could find Alcoholics Anonymous? And he said, why do you want to join? So he said, no, I want to resign.
Let's go, Clive.
And you still want to work with some of this lot?
I tell you what, Judy, cool. This new series that Jimmy and David are doing is going to be a blockbuster.
When are we going to see this,
Bill.
then?
Chance your arm.
Be quiet.
When are we going to see this, then?
First week in January. First week in January.
So you need Bill down there today.
Well, I think, yes, I would like him to pop in just in the next 36 hours, just to have a little slight rehearsal.
Bill, you haven't spoken about your book yet.
Oh, no.
I was just coming to that. What a shame.
That's what the whole programme's about.
We seem to be running out of time. Jimmy and
Don't
David,
run out of time.
thanks very much. And a lot of these tales are, in fact, in your book, which we must say is coming out, and it's all about Dad's Army, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, it's really the sort of the family side of the whole thing, the setup. Little anecdotes about the folks in it and families and things like that.
How much is it?
I won't tell you now. It's very cheap.
Well, I look forward to reading it, and I look forward to, I shall be there tonight, 8 o'clock, on the bed, watching the television.
On the bed?
I'm watching in the hotel room, on the bed, watching there. And, of course, viewers in Northern Ireland can't see it, I must just add that. But, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the subject of next week's Making Choices. Anyway, thank you, gentlemen of the Home Guard. And now our final number from...
Oh, man. I did not want it to end. We're going to talk about it. Don't go anywhere. A couple of those series, yes, they're on my list. Hold on a second. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not want that to end. I could listen to these four guys, you know, all day long there, but that the young lady, you know, had the time constraints and stuff like that. Anybody get his book? Let me know in the comments down below. I might have to look that up. But to hear their stories, you can only imagine all the things that it's not not said. But you can see that they have a great deal of admiration for each other, or some of them, do, but the jokes are still there. They haven't lost the beat in that, moment of time. Obviously we know, and it is hard watching it. We're enjoying it because, we get to see a little bit more from our boys, but it is sad a little bit because, all of them are gone, you know what I mean? And just imagine them on another series all together, what could be, crazy, more fun, more adventures and stuff. So I never wanted it to end, but life, we lost a lot of greats, and every year I don't want to be grim or anything. I do apologize. Every year we seem like we're losing more legends, so it's sad, but I think they would be smiling down knowing that new people discovered the show, myself was included. No snacks though, ladies and gentlemen. You got to bring your own snacks, but I love this show. It was too many great memorable moments, memorable lines. I'm not going to repeat them all. We know them all, but it was a hell of an adventure, and I think 200 years, as long as the world exists and all that, 200 years, 300 years, this shit will still live on. It's a timeless classic. Too many great moments. Once it went from, black and white, then we got to see it in color. The shit revved up, man. The adventures got crazier. Freaking Jonesy, wanted to stick it up. They don't like it up, man. Even though I said I won't say any lines, don't tell them, Pike, man. Great memorable moments there. But every character had some moments to shine. Godfrey, of course, Pike. I always liked Pike's mom, Mrs. Mavis. She was great. We had the movie that we got a chance to see, but you can see they got a lot of love for each other there. And it's sad, man. There's no way to sugarcoat that shit. It's sad when legends, die, but I do believe their work lives on. It's like fine art. It's like music. It could be like a video game, as long as they don't take it away, which they try to do a lot of these days now with preservation, but it matters. And I think that new people will constantly discover this show among many shows, because, somebody ends up getting kids and they introduce it to their son or their daughter. So I've enjoyed the series. Any opportunity that I get to see more and just hear their insights, you can just tell that they were filled with stories. So, in the short amount of time when we watched the series, it brought me a shit ton of joy. Jonesy was my boy, Walker, Godfrey, obviously my boy Captain Mannering, man, legend, man, brave man. We always enjoyed when he would volunteer in the same way that Pike or not Pike, excuse me, Jonesy would, you know, volunteer. Pike with when anytime, you know, with his little gangster vibes, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's brought me a lot of joy. Thank you. You know, always thank you so much for suggesting things. We'll check out some more things soon, but I will say, from the Heidi Eye, the, you know, Urang, you know, show that they suggested, they talked about there. It's on my list. That thing is like hieroglyphic, man, or like a scroll, man. The list is long of shows that we got to check out, but only a matter of time. But thank you for accompanying me on my journey. Thank you to everyone who's commented over the years. You know, those who have subscribed to the channel, many thanks. We'll see you soon. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you read that book, you know, let me know. I might have to look it up, see if we can find it. Anyways, peace.